Catch and Cook video number 2 with my second favorite recipe. And just like in the first one, I'm going to share the secret trick to make sure your redfish tastes excellent. Catch and Cook number 2, my second favorite recipe. And just like in the first video, I'm going to share the secret trick that is going to make any fish taste a lot better. Here's the catch, part of the Catch and Cook. Beautiful fish. One of the most important things for a successful cook as part of the Catch and Cook is what you do when you're actually on the water. It's really important to bleed out that fish, because the blood is what gives the meat the fishy taste. So bleed them out on the water, and then there's one more step you do when you're doing the fillet, and I'll show you that as I'm preparing this fish for the next step. After bleeding it out on the water, and now you've done your fillet, you've got a beautiful piece of meat that looks like this. The one more step you have to do to ensure that this tastes as good as possible is to eliminate the artery that runs down the center of the fillet. You can see it right here. So I'm going to take my skinning knife and I'm just going to cut that out. So very simple, just cut along here and get rid of as much of the red as you can. So I think that's pretty good. You're going to end up still having some on there, but all of this is going to be a huge amount of fishy taste that I've now eliminated. The best part of the Catch and Cook is the cooking and the eating. And in this recipe, it's just so simple and the product is so good. All you need to do this is an egg for the egg wash, panko to make a nice crust, and once it's all cooked up, and I'm going to show you when you put this on, you need some of this Thai style sweet chili sauce, and it is going to produce a meal that you will remember for a long time. So let's get it prepared, because there is a trick about the preparation that I need to share with you. But let's get the crust on there and then I'll tell you. The setup of this is pretty easy. You just take your fillet, get a good amount of the egg wash on it, and now here's the first part of the trick. Once you've got this nice and covered, you're going to go ahead and put it in the panko, but instead of just rolling around, you need to press to get the breadcrumbs fully attached to the fillet. And you can apply some decent pressure to this to make this happen. The more crumbs you get on here, the better this is going to be. Now, here's the second part. Once you do this, you don't just throw it onto the pan. Instead, it's best if you let it sit for an hour or two, because that will allow the panko to fully attach to the fillet, and you'll be able to get a better crust when you cook it. I didn't come up with that. I saw a tip online and it really does work. I'll just leave it in the fridge for a couple hours and then we'll cook it up and it'll be great. Now the easy part. You've let the panko sit on the fillets for a little bit. Take them out maybe about a half hour before you're ready to cook to allow the fillets to come back up to room temperature. And now it's really simple. I'm just going to put these in some olive oil on medium heat, pop them in there, let them get browned on one side, flip them over, and then I'm going to put a line of this sweet chili sauce on top of the brown side. I'll let it cook, flip it over, put a line on top of the other side as well, basically just to let the chili sauce cook into the fillet. That's all there is to it. After you cook in the chili sauce on both sides, give it an extra flip at the end, you're ready to go. Look at that fillet, isn't it great? Now, one thing I like to do, because I just love the sauce so much, is I'll put a little bit on the rice as well because it gives it a great taste. If you've got good recipes, please share them with me in the comments below. Thanks.